Do you ever find yourself thinking too much, overthinking? Have you ever wondered what's really going on? I mean, why are you overthinking? Are you afraid of avoiding mistakes, not trusting life? Or what's going on there? So when I overthink, my mind is going fast. There's a lot of wanting to avoid something and wanting to force something, and underneath that wanting to force something, there's the assumption that if I just get somewhere or get a result or avoid something, I'll feel good. But life doesn't really work that way because we feel our thoughts. So our internal experience, our internal reality comes from within ourselves. That's why two different people can go to the same movie, same circumstances, and come out with two different experiences. And all of these experiences we have come from our inner world, which in turn comes from society. We learn a language, we learn concepts, we learn images, we learn what to avoid and what not to avoid. And you see this if you have friends or you know someone from a different culture, because their ideas of what success is, what to be afraid of, are completely different to your ideas. So we pick up all these ideas of what we should do, how we should live, what we must do, and then those make up the assumptions we have about life, which then lead to overthinking, because you want to avoid certain things and you want to go toward other things. So how do you stop overthinking? Well, if I just give you another tactic, another ritual, you'll just add more thinking on top of your already big pile of thinking. Because if I tell you, okay, you need to write down your thoughts and meditate and do whatever I say, then whenever you overthink, you'll think, oh, okay, well, now I need to do this. I need to write in this particular way. And if it isn't working, which it probably won't, and sometimes it may work for a certain time, but when it stops working, you start berating yourself, saying, okay, I'm not good enough, I need to figure this out. So you see, there's another layer of thought added to the already big pile of thought you have. So what I do is just begin to notice that I don't have to take my thinking so seriously. Yes, I can overthink things. Sometimes if I need to do something, if I need to go to the doctor, or I need to get a certain article written in a certain way, there may be overthinking. But I don't have to get so involved in those thoughts. I may have thoughts that say, oh, you need to fix this, or bad things will happen. But if I just let those be, I notice that they pass on their own. And when they pass, I have a clearer mind, I'm more relaxed. And from that relaxation come solutions I need. So I could even put in a request for my mind and say, okay, well, I seem to have a problem. Like a few weeks ago, I stayed a lot, so sometimes I have lower back pain. And so I put in a request to my being, or whatever you want to call it, my body, my brain, and said, I'd like some solutions to this. And a few days later, an idea popped up to search for a specific thing, look at some yoga exercises and some different stretching and strengthening exercises, which I already knew about. I knew some of them, but I'd forgotten. And so I put in the request and I followed the red thread, and things are much better now. So look at why you're overthinking. What are you afraid of? Usually you're afraid of something, you want to avoid something, or you want to force something. So you aren't trusting that your body, your mind can live life. But when you really look at your life, when life is flowing, you're not really there. And when I say you, I mean overthinking, trying to manage things, trying to control things. It's just life living through you. So that's what I've had to learn, because my mind is a busy mind, and there's often a lot of anxiety and fear, overthinking, worrying about this or that. And I've noticed that I don't have to do anything with my thoughts. I can just let them be. And overthinking, if I just gave you more stuff, you just have more stuff to do, which you don't need. So I don't know if there's much more to say other than to begin to notice that when you're overthinking, you often feel anxious or some sort of lingering fear, and that's just a sign that your mind is going very fast. It's a sign to me that I'm best off not doing much with my mind at that moment in time. Now, if you need to do things, you do things anyway. But I can let my mind be, I can let my thoughts be, and worry may come in, and I'll just keep doing what I'm doing if I'm writing or making a video or whatever is going on. So there's more space. I don't think I am every thought. I don't think I have to do everything. I don't give my mind so much authority. So you begin to experiment with what's actually going on. Why are you overthinking? And not trying to solve your why, but just noticing what's the fear there. What are you trying to force and push? And then seeing that even that is just an idea you've picked up from the outside world, and you don't necessarily have to believe that idea. You can challenge it. So if I'm overthinking if I'm overthinking because I don't trust myself, then maybe there's a practical thing there where you need to learn something. But it may also be that you know enough and you're just thinking in circles. In those cases, you learn to relax and you begin to experiment with what would happen if you just relaxed and enjoyed your life. And if you're anything like me, you'll bang your head against the wall many times before you begin to realize what's going on and see that you don't have to take everything so seriously. So I hope that helps. Remember to click the buttons and do whatever you want to do, and I'll see you in the next one.